You know, all the things I do for this show, right? And the boss is sending me to Gobbler's Knob, which is in I can't say the name of the friggin' town, right? But that's where the stinking groundhog is. So for our movie this week, the boss has me, right, doing this live from whatever, Gobbler's Knob, Pennsylvania, where Phil the groundhog's gonna come popping up out of the ground. I think he's a complete idiot. Well, let me hit the hands free. Hey, boss. Yeah. I'm on the Pennsylvania Turnpike right now. Yeah. Traffic, not too bad, but I'm leaving a day ahead. You're paying me for mileage, right? Good. I'm gonna take the long way now. Anyway, yeah, and I'm wearing that shirt you gave me, the new Cemetery Cinema shirt. You can buy at the shop that we'll advertise coming up. But this shirt makes me look like a friggin' tomato. Yeah, they should not make them in the XL. You should make them up to large. And yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna be turning into. I gotta get gas. Yeah, I'm gonna get a taco, get real gas. Anyway, I'm gonna go get gas. Yeah. All right. See you. Better be paying me for gas. All right. So this week's show is coming live from Gobbler's Knob, Pennsylvania, home of Punxsutawney, the stinking groundhog, right? And he better be seeing spring, because there's snow everywhere, and I'm tired of it. I've been shoveling the Brooklyn graveyard like nonstop for a week or two. All right, let's get to the show. Greetings, warriors! I am here at I'm here at Gobbler's Knob to watch a stinking groundhog crawl out of its hole. Now, every year in Pennsylvania, they celebrate this fat-ass rodent crawling out of its hole to tell us what kind of winter we're going to have, all right? Now, be honest with you, here in Brooklyn, up there in Brooklyn, right, we just had like a foot of snow. So I'm hoping this fat-ass rodent tells us that winter's going to end, it's all going to melt. It's the boss. Hey, John, what's going on? Oh, happy birthday. Yeah. Okay. I'm here. I'm doing the bit. I'm standing. I'm here in the crowd, and let me tell you, there's thousands and thousands of people here, and they're all drunk already at 5 in the morning. No, I didn't have anything to drink yet. No, I'm working. Yeah, okay. Oh, today's movie? Caddy-Hack. Caddy-Hack? What's that about? Oh. Well, we got a banger coming up. All right. Yo, boss, thanks. We haven't had a comedy on in a while. I'm looking forward to this. So let's look up the deets on Caddy-Hack. Tonight's film we are about to present is the 2022 golf horror classic. Now that's a subgenre. Made in Trenton, New Jersey, Caddy-Hack, starring an 023 warrior, Big Mike Paquin. Oh, Big Mike. I haven't seen him in years. All right, what are the deets? All right, a struggling golf course suffers a string of caddy murders at the paws of pesticide-mutated gophers, while the greedy owner of the facility tries to cover up the carnage, and an unhinged groundskeeper wages all-out war on the vicious vermin. Now that's a lead-in. All right, So it says teens can watch it. Just some scary scenes with nuclear gophers. Think critters, gremlins, something like that. All right. Well, guys, we'll be back live from Gobbler's Knob to watch a fat rodent crawl out of his hole. We'll be back. Yeah, that bit. Hey, Warriors. I got me a seat up here in the press box. It's still 8 degrees. 8 degrees here in Puxafican, in Gobbler's Knob. All right, the groundhog has not made his entrance yet. Now, back to the movie. All right, so obviously this is a parody of Caddy-Hack, right? And let me tell you, it's funny as hell so far. I mean, and you got the Vietnam vet guy, right? Like, if any of you guys grew up in the 70s and the 80s, we all knew a guy like that came back from the war, but didn't really come back from the war, if you know what I mean. It's a sad thing, but, I mean, how many people have known somebody like that? So, all right, now, the owner, right? What a friggin' bad wig he's got on. Oh my God, you know what I mean? And then, like, his whole thing, he wants to have this tournament. Like, can't you, like, move it a month, right? And then kill them all off? I don't know. All right, so what are the details? Let's see. The director. Director is Anthony Cantonese, and he's known for High Fear, Coal, and Girls Just Want to Have Blood. That sounds like a fun night. All right. Let's see. It stars Jim Gordon. Wasn't he like the commissioner on Batman? Anyway, all right. Jim Gordon. He's the owner with the bad wig. He's known for Caddy-Hack, High Fear, and High Death. So he likes high stuff. All right. You got Chrissy Cavallo, right, as Becky. And she's a hot little number, let me tell you, right? She's Denise. She's been in The Velvet Elvis. If you ever get a chance to see that movie, it's just bad. All right, how many people had a Velvet Elvis in their house growing up? We did, all right? Girls Just Want to Have Blood and Caddy-Hack. So she's hooked up with the director for things. Okay. Let's see. We have Jake Foy as Googie, right? Becky's boyfriend. He's known for Caddy-Hack and Alpha Rabbit Temperatures. No idea. Right? We got Nick Twist, and Nick Twist is the Vietnam vet, right? And he's ham-boned, right? And his special formula, right? It's hysterical. I mean, like, I like how he's just like sucking it down just to get a buzz, right? But he was also known for The Connection. All right. Then we have Pauline Sullivan, right, as Flanager, right? She's the secretary with the big hairy mole that I swear to God moves from here to here to here, right? She's known for Bonds of Grief, Knock Knock, When Everything's Gone, right? And The Paranormal Adventure Hunter Supreme. And Girls Just Want to Have Blood. They're all in that movie, aren't they? And then, my favorite, right? Mike Paquin, right? He's from the 023, right? He's known for Caddy-Hack. He's done a ton of short, goofy, wild movies, right? And he is the person that invented the Funko Pop, I swear to God, right? He was selling them out before they became popular. Somebody bought them out, and he's doing Caddy-Hack, and the other guy's living in a mansion in Florida somewhere, right? He also created the cheesesteak hat, right? Now, this was a response to, right, you see it here? This was a response to the cheeseheads, right? Remember the foam cheeseheads, right? Well, imagine that with a cheesesteak, right? And he made this back in the early 2000s, and it was funny when they came out with it, right? It was, the Eagles were playing the Packers in the playoffs, and it was just hysterical. People walking around with a big cheesesteak on their head. That's hysterical. Oh, look. Now I think the rodent's going to crawl out. But, so we have an interview we did with Big Mike back in 2023 when the movie came out. And you'll see some people in there, right? They're the guys from a group called Delco Live. You can see them here, right? And great bunch of guys, right? And it was a podcast that the Mad Darbarian was part of way back asunder. So here's the interview. What side? Oh, over here. Yeah. So Mike, you're an award-winning actor out of Chester County, out of Delaware County, Collingdale. Yeah. Right. You've done a few movies. Tell a couple different movies you were in.
Yeah, I like so many of us, the pandemic really messed me up. I started with two different reality show pilots, what they call a sizzle reel, which kind of shows the best stuff, and it goes to producers, it goes to networks, tries to get you a true pilot. And I was in two of those back to back. It awakened this acting bug that I didn't really realize was dormant, that was in me, and I started finding other opportunities. Just when I thought, okay, you know what, I can actually call myself an actor instead of somebody that just acts. I really feel like I'm good at this and I'm getting somewhere. The pandemic hit. So my one short film that I ultimately won an award for, Best Acting Award at a large film festival, is called The Springs County Psycho. It's a 14-minute, multiple award-winning around the country, multiple award-winning thriller. The problem with a short film is that it's hard to get a whole story arc in there.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to get decent actors and decent writer and decent people filming and editing because there's no budget. And so,
how long ago was this again?
That was 4 years or whatever.
It's funny because like now, like things like Tubi's like a big thing because I think it was like 10 minutes or 12 minutes that they can run. Like they're like shows and stuff. They make series that are just 10 to 12 minutes long.
Right, sure.
And like, think about it, you probably missed that mark. It's like now it's like the perfect thing.
Well, it hit enough things. It didn't get in as many film festivals as it would have. It came out right before the pandemic. So, but it got a bunch of awards. It came full circle after like a year and a half or 2 years, hit the New Jersey Film Fest, and it won one or two more awards at that one. It was its last play in the festival circuit, and then I won a Best Actor award.
Is that the isn't that like the goal of some upstart like horror films? Because I recall, I believe Saw and Open Water both started by being short films at festivals, got picked up, and then got full plots, and one became a full franchise.
Well, look, I'm here talking to you guys tonight because I want.
Sorry to hear that.
I want to promote the film.
Yeah.
I want to promote myself, and so that's what these festivals and stuff are. They're opportunities for somebody to see what you've done, either with your filmmaking or with your acting, and maybe give you a bigger opportunity. So yes, you're absolutely right. Is the goal is to get in front of eyeballs. So Springs County did okay. I tell people for my money, it's a hell of a little short. Everybody should check it out. It's on YouTube. It's a great little 14-minute film. Very, very enjoyable. But around that same time, I had shot the film that we're talking about tonight, which is Caddy-Hack. And Caddy-Hack is sort of Caddyshack meets Gremlins. I'm one of the.
You had me at hello, sir.
Yeah.
Don't feed the gophers after midnight.
The show to shirt. So this shirt,
something like that.
it's like the jaws of the golf course there.
This was from our
Beautiful.
This was from our world.
Do they turn
premiere.
a rabbit when the sprinklers come on?
Not quite because of the sprinklers. I mean, I guess at this point I could tell you because it's on the reviews online. I'm one of the caddies. We're at a golf course. There's a big tournament coming up, and people start turning up gored and dead. And it turns out that the gophers on the golf course have gotten mutated. And
Happens every time.
They're killing. They're
the
killing
typical
people.
story.
Well, it's not
Blame
typical,
the
but it's not as unusual as you think.
Yeah,
The Marcus Hook rabies. It happens.
Yeah, it happens all the time in
So-
Delco.
It's kind of the Sharon. Anyway, they run rampant. We fight them, but it's an 80s horror comedy throwback. So it's like, it's got all the tropes and corny, great stuff. There's like a love story, and there's people singing to each other, and there's
Does he knock up an Irish girl in it?
not an Irish girl, but a cute, wonderful little actors who I'm going to see, or when this plays, I'll have seen at our Philly premiere that would have been on Wednesday night. The lead actress is a great girl from the Trenton area. Most of the actors are from the Trenton area. My Delco self was one of the few non-Trentonites. I play a character called Biggles, who is he's and it was just a
My
fluke.
friend had a cat named
It
Biggles.
was just a fluke.
Giggly.
They didn't write the character for me. It just was a fluke that I got cast in that character. But it was
Did
perfect.
you
It
do you
was
find it
perfect.
fitting that you literally, did the early stages of Funko Pop with a Bob's Big Boy, which was in Austin Powers, which had a character named Mr. Bigglesworth?
Full circle.
I hadn't really taken that route. So you're bringing
Well,
something
you're
that's
welcome.
going to my mind.
Full circle.
So
Here we are, back at Gobbler's Knob. It seems Phil is sleeping in late today. Little friggin' ruiner. I'm freezing! This press booth is not heated. The coffee's cold, right? And the whiskey, there isn't any, no brandy, no nothing. We and thousands of others are patiently awaiting Phil. It's so damn cold, I think he might not come out. Honest, right? So, what do you guys think of Becky? And her goffin, I swear, man. That poor dude, he must have got whacked in the old Testaverdes like 30 times. I feel bad, right? And how'd you like the Biggie Stan dance-off? Mike, right? Hate to say it, you got some boobs, right? You need a man's ear, a bro. But oh my God, it was that was a great dance-off. All right, so I picked up a couple reviews, right? And this one I thought was hysterical. All right, so it's a guy named Paul. Yeah, you like the shirt? Yeah, I know. I look like a tomato. John, where can you get it? Oh, if you want to buy some cemetery cinema gear, just stop here at our shirt shop. Okay, now, let's go back to the reviews, right? So we got Paul of Permalink. He says, needless to say that I wasn't familiar with a single actor or actress in the cast list here in this movie. Nor can I claim that I was impressed with what I witnessed on the screen. The special effects in the movie weren't exactly, well, special. The gophers looked like giant plush toys, and it was so difficult to take it serious, despite it's supposed to be a horror comedy. It's a horror comedy. You can't take it serious. Oh my God. It was so amazingly low budget and low key. Now, I am sure there actually is an audience out there for this particular low budget horror comedy such as Caddy-Hack. I just happen to be not part of that particular audience. He says that the movie's cover poster, which is actually really cool, we got it here, right, is the best part of the poor ordeal. My rating of Caddy-Hack lands on a 2 out of 10 stars. No, still no Phil. All right. It looks like we got, John's calling again. Yeah. All right, I'll stretch for time. The rodent don't want to come out. It's too damn cold. All right, I'll fill time in. All right, bye. All right, so.
You've got mail.
We got jokes. All right. Thank God. So we got jokes from a Chris Holbrook of Edgemont, Chester County, Pennsylvania. Okay. All right, what do you got there, Chris? Why did the golfer bring an extra pair of pants? In case he got a hole-in-one. Why was the golfer always calm during a round of golf? He had a steady hand. Why did the golfer carry a spare umbrella? In case of a forecast. You're not impressing me, Chris. Not at all. What do you call a golfer who always wants to take the easy way out? A short cutter. Why'd the golfer bring a ladder to the golf course? To reach new heights in his performance. You know, Chris, he's actually kind of suck. How many golfers does it take to change a light bulb? 4! Better. What's a golfer's worst nightmare? The bogeyman. Better. Are you a scratch golfer? I know I am. Every time I hit the ball, I scratch my head, wondering where on earth did it go? Bad at golf? Join the club. Golf club. Where can you find a golfer on a Friday night? He'll be out clubbing. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So, what would you
Biggles.
equate Biggles to in the original Caddyshack movie?
Well, here's the thing.
Mhm.
Most my whole adulthood, I was a skinny little kid as a kid,
Mhm.
but most of my adulthood, I've been a big fat guy. I'm gregarious. I like to eat and laugh.
Join the club.
And yeah, I'm amongst my peers.
What
here,
a,
it looks like.
what a freak you are!
So I always said I like the funny fat guys. So whether it's the Johns, which would be John Candy, John Belushi, and God, I always do 3. John Candy, John Belushi, and some other John.
John Goodman?
And no, not John. No offense to John Goodman. John Banner, Sergeant Schultz from Hogan's
And
Heroes.
all nothing. I see nothing.
Those guys, Belushi, Banner, and normally
Candy.
and John Candy, and then Chris Farley. There's Curly Howard. A lot of the big funny guys did more acting with
Fat
their,
is funny,
with
I'm
their
just saying
faces. They did more acting with their faces and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And I've considered them real influences on me. So fortunately, this role I got casted, I got to do a lot of really great mugging and just like reactions and stuff. So it was a pleasure to shoot it. When it got done, we had an outdoor screening during the pandemic, and we're like, this is better than any of us thought it was going to be.
Mhm.
This is going to give some of us opportunities. And then wait. It's been 5 years since we filmed.
Yeah.
5
yeah,
years.
yeah.
So it's coming out now. We had our world premiere at Kevin Smith's Smod Castle Cinema in Jersey. It was well received.
Is that down there in Paulsboro where he's at?
Up in where he's at, but it's up in
No, it's off. He moved. He
well,
moved
it's
away.
it's over. So
It's over the bridge.
it's a northern part of the Jersey Shore, but not
Yeah.
as north as
Yeah.
some of their Jersey Shores, but
Gotcha.
norther than we know.
Yeah.
It's not the New York
So-
North yet.
Right. It's
Central Jersey.
like Asbury Park, all them are
Yeah,
over
yeah,
there. The where the Comic Book Men was filmed,
Yes.
all that stuff.
Great show, by the way. I always loved that show.
we-
It was underrated.
Weird, sad, interesting side note. Robert Bruce, who was Rob Bruce, our pop culturist.
Mhm.
Robert and I was a collectible toy memorabilia dealer in the 90s. And Rob Bruce and I and many other people went way back. And so Rob was found in his storage area amongst his stuff dead. So he who died with the most toys won.
Wow.
But
Wow.
Rob was also supposed to have played in Caddy-Hack. He didn't show because he was a flaky guy. He did not show on the day he was supposed to be in it.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of full circle stuff when
Wow.
we're at Kevin's theater, where he was there that day, but he didn't come to our screening. But we're there at Kevin's theater, and Kevin knew Rob, and Rob had been found dead recently, and I knew Rob. Like a lot of full circle. Weird little stuff with the collector geek community, and
That's pretty cool.
if you ever saw Toy Hunters with Jordan Hembrow and Stevie Savino,
No, I wouldn't ring a bell with me.
that was on Travel Channel and one of the other ones. So I know
Oh,
Jordan
yeah.
since he first got into business. He used to buy from me. I know Stevie, who was in the business before me, the collectible business. We would see these guys on TV on one of these reality shows every week. Guys we knew. My friend in Rhode Island and I would be calling each other. Did you see such and such? It was on a show. Like, what is going on? It sort of got my friend's wheels going. He decided to put a show together. The producers that looked at it said, well, what else do you have? He came up with this other idea, eventually cast me in it. And that was what started me almost 10 years ago on the acting path. Now that
So
friend,
you have no like acting training.
I have
Not Juilliard.
zero training. And to this day, I won't even take a class. I'm afraid it'll mess me up.
I'm a personal trainer.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do know people, and they're from the 023, they're Darbarians, that actually have groundhog songs. And here's one.
Everywhere you look, you see a groundhog, groundhog. Everybody celebrates on Groundhog Day. Up in the morning, what does he see? A shadow means there's 6 more weeks of winter's freeze. But if in the morning no shadow is seen, spring right around the corner is what that means. Everywhere you look, you see a groundhog, groundhog. Everybody celebrates on Groundhog Day.
And here's more from our interview with Mike Paquin on Delco Live.
Yeah.
So
cheesesteak trainer.
So when I don't know if you said it. The Springs County murderer?
Psycho.
When did that come out?
So that's 3.5. Right,
Oh, so
right
before
before
the
the pandemic. Right before. So the pandemic hit like March.
Yeah.
Springs County Psycho came out like say November or something. So it had a few months, but nothing was happening with it because it was in film festivals that hadn't played yet.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden the film festival starts shutting down, so it doesn't get into a bunch that it might have,
Mm-hmm.
and then ones that it was going to be in don't happen. So the ones that it got in and played, it started getting awards. Springs County Psycho was interesting because first of all, I'm the star in it, and I did nice work in it, but I was the third person cast for that role. They had 2 different people that were cast that role that didn't work out. And it just so happened that I got cast. We were 4 strangers, 2 actors, 2 guys behind the camera. One's the writer, director, editor. The other one was the primary film director of photography.
Mm-hmm.
2 very young guys. Chris, when he wrote that, was like maybe 19 or something.
Oh, really?
2 guys behind the camera, 2 guys in front of the camera, 2 12-hour days. And we put together what I consider, like in this region and in these little small indie films, one of the best that's come out in years. And,
This
and
is
it was
the 12-minute, 14-minute one you're talking about.
yeah, Springs County Psycho.
So
Yeah.
this was filmed, or this came out right for the pandemic, which was after you had filmed Caddy-Hack.
I kind of was working on them
But
simultaneously.
I was gonna say the time.
Oh,
frame
really?
was
At the same time.
around the same
So I
time.
really got excited. I thought, wow, this is going to be.
I thought that Caddy-Hack was more recent because I was going to ask you, like,
No.
was do
I'm 50 pounds heavier in Caddy-Hack.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I'm round in Caddy-Hack. If
Oh,
you
wow.
pull up
You
a
had to
picture
work
of
on
it.
that weight just for the part, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly how that.
Yeah.
And like,
I'm still waiting for my big part.
Continuity.
like every true auteur, I've peeled a bunch of that weight off.
Yeah.
now.
When
Well,
Stallone was
actually,
in that cop movie, he had to put on 200 pounds.
Holbrook has a story. He was in a movie. He gained enough weight that they gave him 2 parts to it.
That actually happened. It got sent to Tribeca and everything. We filmed most of it in 2009, and I played the bassist. It was a Bruce Springsteen documentary about his early days in this area. I was the bassist in the band and the soundtrack and all that shit. They had to do the reshoots like at the end of 2010, which was, God, what, 15, 18 months later.
Yeah.
And I had gained probably about 60 pounds. So I actually played a second role because I was so unrecognizable. for the
That's
first one.
so great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the bus
real good.
driver. That's so great. I work with a Philly filmmaker who's got like a little cult following. His name is Mark Mackner, and he's been doing stuff for, I don't know, 20 years. He's got a character called Daisy Durkins, and we're on the 4th or 5th Daisy Durkins film. And the continuity in his films is just insane. He's filmed that. I just shot my last scenes, and it was filmed over the last year and a half. And my weight had went up and down. My hair and beard had went up and down, and like the outfit, I kept losing outfits and having to get so like my character keeps changing outfits, keeps changing how he looks all
This
throughout.
guy gets changed and
all
gains
throughout
weight in
the
the
movie.
same day. It's
Now
crazy.
that happens, because humans
lot.
are humans. The movie we were talking about, we've talked to the director and we made all the jokes on this, so we can say this as a joke. The movie Last Call has the worst continuity, where they literally change the characters' names in some scenes.
Yeah, I'm like, we're watching the movie. We're like, I'm just like taking
They're
notes.
like Francis, and then they're like the next scene they're like, oh, here comes Dorothy, and I'm like, do they change the fucking name? And we asked the director, and they're
I'm
just
sitting there taking
"Yeah, we
notes
kinda
so we can do our
forgot."
review, and I'm like, Holbrook, wasn't that girl's name something else?
I watched it.
And we're back at Gobbler's Knob, and there's still no Phil. So, how'd you enjoy Hambone with that whole Russian roulette thing, man? That was a little crazy. That was a wild scene, you know? And Googie, right? My favorite quote the whole movie, right, was Googie. My sperm holders are sore, but it's okay. I still like you. And then Becky, oh my God. Can she sing or what? Balls Deep in Love. What a song. Oh my God. This movie was just off the wall crazy. I love this movie, all right? So, Tombstones. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm giving it 5, all right? Now, 5. Why 5? Right? The movie, what they got going on? Oh, no. I don't know if that groundhog's Nope, good. I keep seeing it look like they're going to bring the groundhog out. All right. So I'll give it 5, right? A lot of reasons, Ron. It was meant to be funny, and it accomplished that, right? And it was meant to be low budget, it accomplished that. It reminded me of Critters, right? Gremlins, that whole genre of movies that came out in the 80s with all the little rodents and all that coming around. You know what I mean? But it was... It was actually, I loved it. It's one of those movies that, like, I'm going to watch it all the time, right? And I'm going to talk to John if he could play this every year around when the Masters was on, right? And that would be hysterical. But I don't know.
You've got mail.
We got a letter. All right. We got a letter from Al Zafari of Clifton, PA. Do you play golf? No. Mini golf. Putt-putt. I think with you one time. Yeah, I don't golf. Too much walking. Not enough drinking. Okay. So, oh my God. So, guys, we have a ton of movies coming up, right? The one movie that next year we're going to have, it's the start of the Universal Classics, right? I think Frankenstein and Dracula are 2 of the movies we're going to have next year. I can't wait. Next 2027 is going to be a banger of a year for horror movies, and especially with us. So stick with us through 2026, and we have a ton of movies. I can't wait to show them to you, right? They're all coming up, and they're going to be coming up here on WWON-TV. Give it a watch. We have a bunch of other horror hosts, right? Right after the show is Offbeat Cinema. And you got 3 beatniks from Buffalo, New York. I've been watching them for probably 15 years, right? They used to be on the Retro channel. Now they're on our channel, which is amazing, and I love it. All right. So if you want to send us a letter, just like Al, right? You know, and Chris Holbrook, right? Do me a favor. Send us an email to this address, right? And remember, it goes to the boss first, right? And then when he looks at it, he lets us know, right? If you have jokes, you have questions, you have a movie suggestion. If you're an independent movie person, right? Do me a favor. Do me a favor, right? Send us your movie. If you got a short, send us the short. We show the shorts a lot of times when we have, like, we need to fill time for the 2 hours for the movie. And if it's worthy enough, we'll have it at our Shorty Fest every year on Black Friday. So do us a favor and stop by, right? If you want to get a hold of the doc, right, just stop by at hashtag Dr. Dread Reviews. Yeah, I'm done. There's been no rodent. I'm doing my show. These knobbers. These cobbler knobbers. What a name. So you can stop by. The doc has a Facebook page, right? He has a YouTube page. He's actually going to be hosting a Memorial Day cartoon marathon. Him and Bucky. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see it, all right? You want to get a hold of this guy, right? Just do me a favor. Stop by at the Mad Darbarian, right? Or just Mad Darbarian. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on all over the place, right? Stop by. I do, other than the show, I do movie reviews, right? and I just saw Mercy and Scarlet, right? Mercy, pretty good. Scarlet, amazing, right? Get a chance, go see them. All right, and if you want to get a hold of us at Cemetery Cinema, pop by here at Cemetery Cinema. We got a Instagram, Facebook, YouTube page. Pop by, see all the things going on, and when you pop by, you'll be able to see what we have scheduled for the next few weeks, and you'll see all kinds of crazy stuff. The Doc and I put stuff from the show, from our own stuff. We load them up on that channel. Well, guys, I don't know what kind of winter we're going to have the rest of winter. It's going to be, 6 more weeks of winter, or we're going to get spring. I don't know. The stinking rodent hadn't come out yet. But do me a favor. I got another song from the Haggises, right? You guys will love it, right? And you guys will have a blast with this song. So do me a favor, guys. Sweet dreams, patience, right? Have a great week, Warriors, right? And don't forget to keep it creepy. That's all, folks. And we'll see you next week. Hopefully it's a lot warmer and I'm in the studio on Cemetery Cinema. See ya. Whew. What a ride that was. Holy cow. If you ever want to go and see pure bedlam, go to Puxatawny. I got it right that time. But oh my God, what an insane. And then John's got me wearing this stinking shirt that makes me look like a tomato. Ooh. It's from John. Ah, nice. The black shirt. Oh my God, thank you. All right, Johnny Rios, you're the man. All right, because I can wear black. Black hides the gut. But I can't wear red. Honest to God. I had so many people saying to me, can I use you on a BLT? No. Anyway, but thank you, John.
Come listen to the story of Dennisville Dan. A guy who can hibernate because he knows he can. Okay, that's possibly.
Okay.
Pardon me, Pete. Will it be winter now or springtime? I gotta know. Will it be blossoms or snow? I must repeat, I'm really tired now of winter. Tell me the news. Will I be singing the blues? If the word's winter, I'll go straight to the bar, pour myself a double from my favorite jar, insulated with liquor, wish the spring was quicker, but it's winter yet, and there we are. Or I could pack up my bags and head to the sun, a week or two in Cancun, and then when I'm done, spring will be awaiting. I'm anticipating daffodils will all be blooming one by one.
Springs County used to be considered the best places to live. Now everybody's scared. Everybody's afraid to walk out their doors. You got this sick freak running around.
She's a gal with bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Where she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl with bright red hair. Well, Miss Lindy, my Miss Lindy. Have you ever seen Miss Lindy? She likes to dance all day.
You know who I am, right? You know who I am? Good. It's my favorite hammer right there. I want to make a mess of it. Well, this is it. My last smoke. I'm out of cigarettes, and you're out of time, Sebastian. You see, I know exactly who the fuck you are, too.
New information now on the woman found dead in Ponder Lodge Woods, identified as 20-year-old Beatrice Porter. First responders on the scene found 2 more bodies within a 30-foot radius, who were identified as the 2 other young women who went missing earlier this year, 22-year-old Stacy Hoover and 19-year-old Dejanay Phillips. Autopsy reports determined that each of the victims was beaten to death with a hammer for motives still unknown. Friends and family are gathering tonight at Reynolds Memorial Park for a vigil to mourn the victims.
I knew all of these girls, and they were amazing people. They did not deserve any of this. And that's why we're out here tonight at Reynolds Memorial Park showing our support, especially now more than ever over this past year.
Suspect has been missing since the first body was found yesterday afternoon. It is very likely that this is an attempt to flee, so the Springs County Police urges everyone out there to be on the lookout for a young man by the name of Sebastian Wade, who is shown in the photo. We spoke with some of Sebastian's former college classmates for insight into his character. This is what they had to say.
Go right ahead. Nobody can hear you. Nobody cares. I sure as shit don't care.
Please, I'm begging, Mr. Porter, please. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it to, please.
Why did you do this?
Sorry. Sorry, don't
I'm
kill
gonna
me.
stab you right in your goddamn face.
Please, I turned myself in, Mr. Porter. I'll turn myself in.
Why? What is the why you did it? Why did you do this?
Please,
tell me!
Please, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
When my wife died 3 years ago, all I had left was my girl, and you took her. Why did you? You took her from me. You killed her.
Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But I'm not gonna kill you like you killed her. You're gonna be alive when I bury you.
Where the sun sunk into the sea, painting golden water rosaries, where the sailors sing so high, swollen by the Pacific jive. Under the bed there's another ocean of pounding horns. A distant locomotion as our minds collide.